Today we're taking a slight break from doing construction type work, and we're gonna hang the first tree stand on the new property. I picked out a good spot on the eastern edge that's straight south to where we're building our house. Quick, easy access. I have a little spot I'm gonna put a kill plot in. And it's just north of the big 1 acre food plot that we've started that's all clover right now. So I'm gonna hang a stand there. It's a great spot to just slip into. Plus, with any sort of westerly wind, whether it's northwest, southwest, directly west, it's just gonna be blown out into this crop field. And across crop field's a big open wood lot. So all the deer that are gonna be bedded on our property will be upwind of us. It'll be a great spot, access-wise and wind-wise. As I've probably said before, our property's great because it is a big, thick 48 acres of just good cover and bedding with a lot of browse, and now we're putting some food in because we're totally surrounded by crop fields or open hardwood timber. So this is definitely where the deer want to be. And when I came here in February after we bought the property, I flew my thermal drone and it was loaded with deer. Probably too many does. I think I flew out here one day and our 48 acres had like 30 deer on it. 20 of those deer were probably does, maybe even more. We did have a nice buck bedding on the property consistently, and he was actually bedding in the exact same spot right in the middle of the property, and we ended up finding a shed there one day when we had a bunch of people here walking the property, which I think we actually bumped him, and that's why I only found one of his sheds. I wasn't able to find the other side. But based on where he was bedding and how it lays out, and where a lot of times bucks were bedding in general, I think the spot is going to lay out well wind-wise, for a little hunting plot wise, and based on where we're putting our bigger food plot in our southeast corner. So we're gonna get on the wheeler and drive back to get this stand put up. This is our chosen tree. As you can see, there's a crop field right there, which they just cut. It was a wheat field they just cut. Got a nice walnut here, and you can see there's an old lock-on stand up there currently that I'm gonna have to yank out of there. And if I can't get out of there, I guess it'll be a decoration, because I'm gonna put our stand pretty much right here, facing straight out this way, I think, unless I need a little more cover. And over here is where our little kill plot is. There's a nice little vine here for a mock scrape. And we got this little 1/8 of an acre plot right here, if it's even that big. And then down south, just south of us, is our bigger, closer to 1 acre plot, and all the bedding's that way. So I'm expecting deer to come through here, transition down to our other plot, or continue out into this crop field. And our tree stands are gonna be right there. It's probably, maybe 20 yards right to this mock scrape. And I'm gonna have to do some more trimming. I cut a couple trees down, but I gotta do some more trimming to have a better shot to the backside of this kill plot. Stepping on over. Just gonna cam this stand in, put all my weight on the seat, lift it up so it cinches down good. Oh, money. Sitting here nice. We got our scrape tree that I'm trying to, mock scrape vine right there. Food plot here. And the end of the food plot goes out there, and I've already cut a few trees down, but I can tell I need to cut a bit more. I want to at least have a shot. Let it focus out there. And then obviously a shot here. And I'll have a real tight shot here if any deer walk down through here. Okay. I went into what I had with me. Got a big adjustable hammer. A little vice grip. We're gonna see if we can do it with these two tools. Let's see. I'm gonna grab onto the bolt of that guy. I think we might get her. Got it. Come on. Well, I guess I got it off the tree. I'm gonna move my sticks over right there. The move is done. Got all sticks going right up there. The stand's right there. So it's an easy climb and step over onto the stand. Plus, like I said, got the tree in between me and where the plot is. So if I can get permission to slip in from this field, it'll be easier to sneak in without bumping anything. But still easy enough to come down my trail here and slip over. Now it's time to go put this camera on this stake in the food plot down in the southeast corner. Well, here's the plot. As you can see, we got some pretty darn good clover going here. It's all red clover, but that's fine. It had a decent amount of weeds in it. I came out here and mowed it a week or two ago, and it's looking a lot better. Like, it's super lush back in here for the first year planting, because this back in the fall when we rented the forestry mulcher, this all looked like that, and I ran the forestry mulcher out here and cleared all this plot. Like I said, it's probably close to an acre. I think it's maybe 3/4 an acre. Then Dan came out here and he, with a 4-wheeler spreader, spread a bunch of, like I said, I believe red clover, and it shot up pretty darn good. There's some weeds in here. I'll probably have to mow it one more time, or at least spray it once. My plan is, though, to spray about half of this, kill it off, and plant brassicas. So we'll keep some of this nice clover in here. Also have brassica in here, so we have two different food sources, early season, late season. And then probably flip them next year, maybe expand this plot a little more as well. I'm gonna get driving that stake in the ground, get the camera on that stake. These horse flies or deer flies are killing me right now, so I'm gonna get going. I'm gonna go right here, because that's where the trail comes through. I'm gonna put it right here, face it back this way. I was able to get it to secure pretty good. Hopefully it's pointed at a good direction here. But I got a stick behind there and then cinched it down. It's catching on the T-post there. So I'm gonna put it in setup mode, make sure it gets signal, and then I'm gonna turn on the Wi-Fi and make sure it's pointed right where I want it to. And if I need to adjust it, I will. All right, I'm back a week later to finish trimming out that stand and to spray my kill plot there. I got a backpack sprayer that I'm gonna spray the plot with. Just picked up some FarmWorks 41% glyphosate weed killer. Got this 2.5 gallons for $55 at Tractor Supply. And then I also have a little 2,4-D to mix in with it. So I'm gonna put those chemicals in this backpack sprayer, spray that plot. And I got my chainsaw and some hand tools to finish trimming out that stand. Then later this week, I'll probably come back, spread my seed, and spray one more time on my 2 kill plots. My bigger plot in the back, I'm going to put a 1/2 acre, and I'm going to need to get the 4-wheeler sprayer from our property that's an hour from here, at my dad's property. So for today, I'm just gonna work on with the backpack sprayer spraying the little kill plot, and then later in the week, I'll hopefully have the 4-wheeler sprayer, and we'll be able to seed and spray later in the week. I went to the Mennonite dealer that sells feed and seed down the road from where I live, and they're actually one of Jeff Sturgish's seed dealers. So I picked up Pure Wildlife blends. I picked up the Dual Threat 365. So this is the Brassica blend with clover in it. And then I picked up 2 things of the Big Boost Brassica. One of these bags will do a half-acre plot down at our property that's about an hour from here, my dad's property. This half-acre I'm gonna put on my big plot, so it'll be half the clover that's currently there, and the other half will be this Big Boost Brassica. And like I said, the 2 kill plots, I'm gonna spread this bag of Dual Threat on the 2 kill plots. So they'll have some brassica and turnips and stuff in there this year, and then next year it'll just turn into little clover kill plots. So I'm gonna get chemicals in the sprayer, load the 4-wheeler up, and head out to the plot. Probably about a pint. Guess I don't need much of this 2,4-D, but I'll just do a nice little splash of it in there. Let this get mixed up well. I'm sure on the 4-wheeler ride it'll get mixed up as well. And first thing I'm gonna do is spray, because we got rain coming later today, so I want this to get on there and be able to dry and absorb into the plant. Tools I got are some gloves and a face mask, for spraying anyway. So my strategy for this kill plot is basically just to spray and spread. I'm gonna spray the food plot today, then I'll come back later this week when it's killed off pretty decent. I'll spread my seed, I'll spray it one more time, and we'll see how it goes. Probably get some fertilizer on there, but I've had pretty good luck just spraying and seeding, especially for a first-time plot. Like, I've never had this planted before, so planting this, brassica usually grows pretty well, and the clover's shot up that we've planted here already. And I just want this to be clover in the future, so like in the spring I'll probably frost seed it, but just to get the clover going and to get some sort of food source here for this season. That's my strategy on this anyway, but for now I'm gonna go out there and get a good spray going. We got this plot sprayed, and now I'm gonna work on cutting some of these trees down and clearing an opening so I can shoot the back side of the plot right here. So our stand's right there. As you can see, I opened up this a little bit here and here. I think I'm still gonna have to take a few more out. Probably gonna have to take this tree and this tree out, and then I'm guessing I'll be pretty good after that. But for now, I'm gonna get all this brush I cut down cleaned up. And what I'm gonna do is I already started stacking brush right here, but I'm gonna try to make a pretty good brush pile right here, so that I have some cover if I'm coming in from the field edge or even coming down through here to climb up the tree. As you can see, this is much better. Got nice openings here, still good cover if there's deer out in the plot. I got good cover from these trees until they come over here for a shot, or over here. Come down that trail right here, out into the plot. I think it's gonna be money. All right, came to the other kill plot. As you can see, it's looking awesome. I can't believe this. And looking at all these tops, the deer been in here hammering it. There's so many tops just bitten off. And it's just thick, lush, especially right here. Up there's a little weedier. But all we did for this was just like the other side. I ran a forestry mulcher through here. Dan came through, spread this clover. I came and mowed it once, and it looks like this. My plan is to put a tree stand in that tree right there. It's my plan right now anyways. And I tried to make a mock scrape here. It kind of isn't looking great. But I want to put my camera up here somewhere that's looking over this plot and maybe spruce up this this vine scrape. I think I gotta pee. Back to a better height. Got a little pea in there. Freshened up the scrape area, made it nice and big. And then I cleared all the branches and everything around it so that it's stands out a little more to deer. They might be a little more interested in coming and checking it out. But if a deer's standing here broadside, hitting this scrape, it'll be about a 10-yard shot. And then I can obviously shoot up into this plot. So I decided to put the camera right up over there. As you can see, the solar panels are getting full sunlight on it, and it's shooting across this thickest, nicest part of the clover plot here. And in the background is the mock scrape. So any deer that come through this plot out to these crop fields, or even over towards this mock scrape, I should get pictures of. I think that's gonna wrap up this video. We got our first stand set. We got our first cameras deployed, and we got our first food plot sprayed, and this one obviously is looking good. So we're looking good on hunting plots, and our big plot is looking pretty good clover wise, but that's going to take some more work to actually make it how I want it for the season. Appreciate you watching this video. Next video is probably going to be something with the house again, if I had to guess. But if you enjoyed the content, please subscribe and stay tuned for what's to come.